Hello everybody, welcome back to Lucky Rabbit Balatro. Today we're going to be playing with the Remix deck, which is probably my favorite deck from the whole mod. I just like the free booster packs after the boss fights are just pretty good. And we're just going to do a random sleeve today. We'll do Painted Sleeve. Alright. Boss's clubs are debuffed, that should be fine. We'll play the full house here. So Painted deck gets one less hand size, or Painted Sleeve. Or one less Joker slot, rather, so we don't want to necessarily fill that up too early. We'll take Hallucination. You also don't really need scoring in the first few rounds, because you can easily get like a straight or a full house. At least easier than other decks. It can help, depending on what the boss is. I think with this boss, it just should be okay. We'll definitely take a Saturn card. That way our straight's gonna be strong enough. We'll go for the high straight here. Okay, we just need a jack. No jack, but that's fine. We'll just play this. No jack, we'll play the full house instead. There's the straight. So, Saturn card plus... So, if we're going to play straights, we can play straights, right? But if you get runner, it's kind of redundant to more focus on Saturn cards. I think I do want to get the runner, though, just because it's good scaling chips. Polychrome King, that's very interesting. I don't need this... Even though it was tempting to get that Saturn card, I didn't want to get it because... I think I can try and play multiple straights in this round. At least 3, and get 30 chips. If I were to take the other Saturn card, it would win instantly, and I don't really want that yet. Now we just need a 5. No, 5 is fine, we'll just play the full house. Space Joker is a little weird, especially as a perishable. Let's reroll. We'll take the banana. No 9, that's sad. There's an ace. So hopefully, basically, once you get enough chips, so we need a scaling mold. That's what we're looking for. I guess I'll take another Saturn card here, and we'll check the silly pack. Moon card. I guess we can consider using the moon card since we had the clubs. Or the club is our first boss. This boss is cards previously played or debuff. That's fine. Buffoon pack is pretty good. Well, the vampire is scaling X-Molt, and maybe I can make that work in the long term. I don't really like the vampire, but, you know, scaling X-Molt is scaling X-Molt, right? We don't have the Joker slots for Riff Raff. Fortune Teller's useless. Wrathful Joker useless. We'll just go. Okay, we just need a queen. There's a queen. Bloodstone. Probably not. Low-hanging fruit is perishable, so it's probably not worth taking. Strength card I don't really need here, so we'll just leave that. Telescope. Well, I guess it's okay to have the runner and Saturn cards. Why not? Who says you can't? You also could just take this orbital tag for 3 extra straight levels, but since there's a telescope, I think that's a little pointless. What I would like is some card enhancements so I can get the vampire juiced up. Alright, we'll just go next again. Okay, one more round for the banana to become a Cavendish. There's lucky cards. We'll take the telescope. We'll take the Saturn card from the shop, and then we'll save our money. So spade cards are debuffed here. We got 4, 5, 6. Let's go for maybe a 7 or a 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll make the 4 and the 5 lucky for the vampire. Alright. And there goes our banana. It did not die. So we're not going to get a Cavendish because of that, which is a bummer. Red card is scaling Molt, so that's probably a perfect replacement for the banana. So we'll take that and then we'll skip this. Especially with this deck, the red card has a really good synergy with it. We'll take the lovers. That can be an enhancement for the vampire. Mystery box, 1 additional booster pack. Yes. Definitely want another booster pack if we're going to have the red card. Alright, we got Molt cards for the vampire. We'll do... put that there. We could consider turning these into clubs because of the first boss. So let's do that. And then we'll skip for the red card. And then we'll go next. We got a straight right out the bat. That's good. Probably won't win because it's not 15 Molt yet. See if we can find some more enhanced cards. We did not. Maybe we'll find some more. Hold on. There we go. So we're at 120 chips with the runner already, so we technically could move on to other hands eventually, right? That's kind of what you want to do long term with the runner. Emperor. I don't see any enhancements here, so we'll skip. No enhancements. Well, there was a Hierophant, but it's fine. Chad is probably not relevant for what we're doing. I mean, like, if we found a photograph, it would just be like a win, but like, it's not. It doesn't play nice with the red card. We're not really doing the planet levels, so I don't want it. And remember, we only have 4 slots to work with. All right, let's look for a king here. There is our king. Yeah, we should probably consider doing pairs now. Business card for money is probably worth considering. Make some more Molt cards here. But then again, this hallucination's been putting in work. So maybe it's worth keeping. We got a familiar, which will make more face cards that might be enhanced. There we go. And we'll take another Saturn card, I guess. That's a lot of jacks. Looking for a queen or a 7. There's a king with an enhancement. So we're at ante 5 now. $27 is tempting. I would rather skip for the red card, but that's okay. Blue Seal Stone card is an instant buy. Take the gold card, maybe rip this. Ooh, now we're definitely keeping you. Plus 50 chips is like, it's not a lot when you think about it, but it's something, right? Just need a 10, come on. Give me that 10. How much does a pair do? That's not bad, but it can get better. We'll play this pair of the two pair of the jacks and the kings so we can eat the enhancements. There's another straight we can play for scaling. Superb. Don't really have room for an eternal certificate, although as tempting as it is. Alright, we will destroy the 3s here. And we'll skip. We'll take the Mega Silly Pack. Maybe there's something good here. Midway Games is always good. So is Clown Car. Alright, I got an idea. Clown Car. And then we make the red card negative with it. Now we have an extra Joker slot. Let's check this Silly Pack too. We'll make the Jack and the 9 into raffle cards for the Vampire. And we'll go next. Yeah, this hallucination's definitely putting in work for the enhancements for the Vampire, so honestly, I think it's going to be a permanent part of the build, especially now that we have an extra Joker slot. So, it's worth considering, you know. We'll play the pair of kings and get a planet card for it, that's fine. Sure. Spectral Pack. Oh, a Crisis. Basically an instant buy. Alright. Well, this is a long one, it looks like. So when you get Crisis, essentially, like, it's kind of a free win. As long as you know, don't screw up. We can spend more time scaling everything, basically. Polychrome Lucky Jack looks fun as hell. Even though I won't get to experience the lucky part, the polychrome part is fine. We can turn another Joker negative. We do have the hand size to afford it. Sure. Yeah, we have the hand size to afford that. Check the Mega Remix Pack. Baseball card? We have one uncommon and room to make potentially more. I think that's a good buy there, and we'll skip for the red card. Yeah, we can definitely get another uncommon in the future and replace 2 more at least. We can get at least 2 more, so I think that's worth it. Tem Shop is uncommon, but I don't know if I want this one specifically, because I'd rather have scoring, or maybe like a money generator. This doesn't really generate money. It kind of does with the way that it like makes all the sell values higher, but I don't think I want it. Let's just keep going. Alright, so if we're not going to play straights forever, and if I was doing a straight build, I'd want to use the Hanged Man to destroy like the low cards and the high cards. But since we're not, you know, kind of locking into straights, the straights were just to get the runner online, I think we don't really need to worry about that kind of deck fixing. Also, I forgot I was like on ante 1. So that's kind of a bummer, but we'll take seed money. We're gonna go broke here, but that's okay. We'll take Temperance. So yeah, if we had taken Tem Shop, the Temperance would have been worth more, which is a little bit of a punishment, but that's okay. Alright, we'll scale up the Vampire a little bit here. Let's see if I can find some more. We do have another straight. I think I'd rather play the straight. Let's blow up the 4 and the Ace, and then go 9, 10, Jack, Queen, King. Straight flush. cool. Check the silly pack. Midway games and another temperance. Very nice. So I was talking about an uncommon value generator. Here is that uncommon value generator. So now we just need to find a permanent uncommon joker to replace hallucination, and we're gonna be set. We got 2 enhancers. That's good. So yeah, you know, vampire. I don't like it very much, but if that's what the cards give you, that's what the cards give you, right? We'll make the 2 kings into mult cards. We'll see if we can find another jack, maybe. Or another king works. We'll make these 2 kings into lucky cards. We'll play this pair of jacks on its own first. Hopefully it's not too much. Oh, that is a lot. That's right, I have to remember, I was scoring like 50,000. The crisis card, it's very powerful, as you can see. It's like, you know, it's as rare as a legendary, I would assume, so. Always take the money. Well, not always, but you know. Alright. Well, our most played hand is still straights, rather. And if I want to start going into pairs, I'm probably going to want to not open planet packs until my pairs are stronger. I actually probably... That was an uncommon, I think, there, but... I probably should have looked at it a bit more, but that's okay. We'll play this straight. It'll win instantly. I want to use the enhancements in round so I know what I'm scoring, you know? Make those 10s into luckies. See what's in here. No uncommon, so we'll just go. I probably could have opened up the whatchamacallit, the standard pack, but it's okay. Oh, we did get the club earlier, so we'll make more club cards, and then we'll skip. What do we get? No. Clown car, which will cost $10 to use because we have 2 negatives. I don't think I need to do that. Nah, we'll just skip for the mult. Alright, raffle cards are probably what I want to take here. Just for the vampire. Heart cards are debuffed. Alright, we got a blue seal on the board. That's cool. If there is a blue seal, I don't want to play the straight that's here. I'd rather play not the straight. We could play a flush, or I don't really care if I get a flush level. I just wanted to get the vampire scale. Although I guess I don't really need to worry about scaling now if I'm scoring 100,000 in Ante 4. A death card. We can make another Polychrome King. Crazy Neil is common. Burglar is uncommon but perishable. We'll just skip. This is an uncommon, but I'm not going to really get much value off of it. Unless I wanted to nuke my money. I do have a rocket, so that isn't too bad to do. I think I don't want to do that, so we'll just skip. Just skipping for a bunch of mult. We probably don't need to anymore after this. We got a lot of it already. We'll take the steel gold seal queen. Cards with seals are debuffed. That will be debuffing my blue seal and my gold seal. Not too much lost there. We'll play the high card 10 just for the... So I can start playing high card now. If I wanted to. I can basically play anything. Alright, here's an uncommon, and it's a value generator. I think that's good enough. So we got 3 uncommons, plenty of X-Molt, probably don't even need to scale red card anymore. I definitely probably want to make that queen into another gold seal queen, so we'll do that. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's see if we can get some more 10s or kings, or... Let's make the queen into a gold queen instead, and we'll get some money off after this round. Make this king glass. Alright. My VTuber bounces when I open up the packs, you know, and it's like I turned down the game volume already to like 50%, so my mic wasn't picking it up. But like, you know, it's my headset. My headset sometimes picks up game audio in the mic, so it's something I can't really help until I can get a better headset, unfortunately. I've tried every possible solution. Alright. So that queen is useless. That's a shame. Yeah, we got 4 debuffed cards from this boss. How inconvenient. So we'll do the 2 molt. We'll do 2 molt queens. Wait a minute. See if we can find another queen here, maybe? No. Because I was like, I should probably make one of the queens gold instead, because I already had a gold queen, but I messed that up, so I'm just going to make a gold 7 and ship it. Nothing of use here, we'll skip. Sure, we'll take the trapeze. Maybe we'll see a legendary this run. That'd be fun. We'll skip here. Just keep skipping. 60 molt on the red card. I don't think I've ever seen a red card that big before. Sure. We'll play a full house, as anything I play wins anyways. Polychrome Tem Shop. Okay, we'll take the pair level and we'll skip. I guess the levels don't even really matter, do they? Play the flush house. So we have enough to beat the final boss now, unless it's Philo Vessel again. But even then, we'll be strong enough by the time we get there. $69. I'm gonna keep it at 69 the rest of the run. No more scaling it. Unless it's by accident, I guess. Sure, I'll take a full house level, why not? Who cares? Alright, we'll make the queens into kings. And we'll take the showgirl, I guess. We'll put it on something. I don't know. I don't want to skip. I want to keep it at 69 the rest of the way. We could make another negative, sure. Let's do it. So now I have room for something else. Another negative, uncommon maybe. This run's kind of absurd. We'll play the pair of kings for the scale. And get another pair level. Yeah, another uncommon would be cool, but like we don't really need it even. We got like everything we could possibly need at this point. So now our pairs I think are officially not, they're actually still not more played more than our straights. We've kind of been playing random stuff actually now that I think about it. For more than 3 seconds. Spectral pack. I don't think I want to lose more of my hand size. We don't really need to make anything polychrome either. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot. I ruined the 69. Oh well. Now I'm unchained. We'll do the trapeze. Polychrome tax return, that's funny. 2 random suits debuffed. Guess who cares? So money's genuinely not an object at this point. We got $50 from the temperance. Oh well. Alright, we'll blow this stuff up, and then we'll make one of these things into the polychrome jack. I didn't mean to hit the skip button, but that's okay. I don't know why I hit the skip button. We'll take the castle, because it's an uncommon. More money. Gold card. Sure. All odds fall to 0. That doesn't really affect anything I have. We'll make the queen gold. Don't have any enhanced cards to play, except for the gold card, but I'd rather just keep it in hand, because, I don't know. $3 is $3. Destroy. Build or destroy. Build or destroy. We'll destroy. Midway games. Nothing I need in here. I hope I don't sound bored. I just kind of am very soft-spoken and maybe a little monotone sometimes. It's part of being autistic. We'll do the 2 gold seal kings, and we'll get some scaling off the steel card. Yeah, baseball card is so good. It's like one of my favorite rare jokers. It's just so satisfying to see it like pop off, you know? Prodigy Child is an uncommon. It gives molt, but at this point of the game, I don't think it matters. Take the ace, sure. Take the molt cards. Take that. The dice. Oh no. My odds. Ouch, my odds. Make these queens into kings. We have how many kings? 11 kings. Cool. And the boss blind is Verdant Leaf. Should be able to beat Verdant Leaf without selling anything. I guess we'll take the Steel Jack and skip. We could make another Gold Seal King, sure. And we'll just knife throw. Alright, another blue seal, I guess. Nope. Nope. Taking the hand size voucher and just going straight to the boss sounds like a fun idea, but there's no need to be careless. At this point, it's probably not even worth, like, re-rolling, but... $1.2 mil. So even if I had the Violet Vessel, I'd be able to beat it. Alright, I'll take lucky cards, I guess. Don't need the voucher at all. Alright, let's go. Oh, that's right, it debuffs the consumable, too. That's a part of the mod, that's not base game. So there was like a marginal difference between taking, you know, like debuffed cards and non-debuffed cards. It was like less than like 2,000 or something like that. Okay, so that was a good run. I mean, we basically got carried by that crisis card early on, but before that, we took the runner so we could get some chips built up, and then we had like the Gross Michael to keep us alive for a bit, and then we found red card, which is very good, especially on the remix deck, because you're getting extra booster packs. And then we just got a crisis, and then a baseball card, and it just kind of was over from there. I think Fire Breath needs to be nerfed. I think it shouldn't be this easy to get so many negative jokers, honestly, especially since you have like Eternals in the mix with Gold Stake. You can just get like an infinite negative joker generator if you just have one negative joker that's Eternal. Or you can just get like any throwaway negative to make negatives. I feel like there needs to be something done about that. But that's just me, right? Other than that, yeah, it was a good run. Crisis card carries. Very fun thing to see sometimes. If I were to assume, it's probably about as rare as a legendary joker, so you're not going to see that very often. I think we had it once. Yeah, we had it once in another video where we faced off against the Reaper deck. Anyway, have a good day, everybody.